Well, I kept saying that. I'm like, somebody break Will's leg.
She did keep saying that.
She did keep saying that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, I'm not saying kill him, but like, he's connected to it. Hurt him, it'll hurt them.
All right, welcome back everybody to another episode of Little Miss. For those of you who are new here, my name's Riley, and I generally do this podcast with my roommates, Lauren and Taylor. This week's episode is going to be on Stranger Things Season 5, because obviously this is a very talked about moment. Everyone's been thinking about it. We're all excited, and I think a lot of people have a lot of opinions about the actual show, and we're one of them. I guess at the end of the episode, we'll rate like what we thought of the season.
We should do a like all seasons ranking.
Also, stay to the end of the episode. Taylor's prepared a couple trivia questions for us, Stranger Things related. I guess I was just asking the girls if we should talk about like what happened in the season or what didn't, like that kind of thing. But I do feel like, especially at this point, since it's been out a week, if you guys are listening to this, you do know the basics of what happened. So I think we're going to talk about what we specifically liked and didn't like about it. So if you're looking for like ABC of the 5th season, maybe listen to a different podcast first. Who wants to go first on stuff that they did like about this season?
I guess I can go if you want me to. Things I did like. Joe Keery never disappoints.
Ever.
The character of Steve Harrington is iconic. I love him. He's perfect every time. He's obviously not like the best actor in the cast or anything, but he's very solid.
Yeah.
Nothing he does ever takes me out of it. Like, I enjoy everything he does every time. Jot that down. I think him and Robin are still a great duo through the whole season.
Things that I did like, what's his name? Vecna. He was like an amazing actor.
Right.
Yeah. As far as acting goes, he was definitely top of the pack.
Yeah. Jamie Campbell Bower, isn't that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, he was amazing. Literally every scene with him was good.
Yeah, he was scary.
He was scary. Yeah.
He was genuinely scary, both as Vecna and as Henry Creel.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was terrifying.
I think Gaten Matarazzo, who plays Dustin, I think he did a good job.
Yes, he did.
I actually completely agree.
Because he was fairly insufferable.
Yeah.
And, you can tell when a character is really acting because you just don't like them. What do you guys... Let's talk about plot holes. Because I know that that's also a big fat issue with this season. And I think we brought up a few that I haven't seen in comments yet. Because a lot of there's been like TikToks about like, things that I would change. And there's a ton, honestly. What are some plot holes that you guys saw that you were like, this just shouldn't have existed?
This is kind of like a niche plot hole. I know there's like much bigger ones. But we were talking about how like in the first season... like blood plays like a big part in like the Demogorgon finding them. Yeah. Like it's very like Shark-esque. Yes. Where like that's how Barb even gets like taken is because she like cuts her hand and is bleeding. Yeah. And then like the finale of the first season, there's like a bunch of blood on the floor and that's why they all start freaking out. And then that's when the Demogorgon comes. Right. Completely does not matter whatsoever. Like isn't a thing at all. Like we did not keep that continuous.
They dropped that plot line, I think... season 3 probably, because there isn't really a Demogorgon in season 3. Like it's all the Mind Flayer with the physical Mind Flayer, but they never bring that up again, and I think that's weird.
No. Also, Riley was saying when we were watching it that like the upside down is just their third space. Yeah, like they just hang out down there, and I feel like that's a plot hole because in the first one. It's like toxic and maybe they just didn't understand the environment yet, but still they just hang out and they like take people on field trips to the upside down this season. And I'm like, this is not supposed to be like a cool place.
No. It's not a vacation spot.
Yeah. No. They like cut out churches and coffee shops and put the upside down in.
Yeah, genuinely.
Yeah.
There's
like no more rec centers. It's the upside down if you're looking for a place to go. Truly. Yeah.
And in season 2, Hopper almost dies. In the tunnel, remember that? Like he breathes in the spores and he's like passes out and almost dies down there.
Yeah, and that was crazy. I would say a plot hole for sure for me. I don't know if it's a plot hole or if it's just something that I hated. I hated that like they would come up with like a genius idea every 2 seconds in the 5th season. Yes. Whereas like in the other seasons, there would usually be like an idea that they would try and make work that somehow kind of made sense. And then by the end of the 5th season, they were like, yeah, the earth is going to fall down on this giant tower.
And then like they would just have like the weirdest, like everything was like a weird metaphor for their little plan. Yeah. He's like microwaving like a pizza pocket and he like turns that into some, wait guys, I've been thinking. And it's like every other sentence is them coming up with a plan.
I just feel like that's lazy writing. Like once or twice I'll allow it like as a part of the plot, but like every single scene to do it again is just lazy writing to me.
Yeah. Oh, another plot hole that we talked about was I forget exactly how it happened, but somehow you guys can remind me, but they figured out where Max was in the hospital through like a vision or something. Like there was some information that they leaked, and Vecna was like, "Oh, now I found Max."
He got it through Will. Remember,
yes,
like he gets in Will's head again, and he like finds the location of Max.
Yes, and Lauren brought up a really good point. There's one hospital in the entire town.
This is a really small town.
Yeah,
like, we
you're
didn't
saying
know that prior.
You couldn't have like called customer service at the one hospital.
You could have called the nurses station.
Given a name and date of birth at the nurses station.
No, it was like, oh yeah, I found it in Will's brain. That's the only way I would have found the one hospital coma patient in Hawkins.
Come on.
Yeah, that was silly. I actually liked the season, I think, more than most people, because this one was not very well received from what I've seen.
I think it's a mixed bag. Some people really liked it. A lot of people didn't like it, and a lot of people are kind of just like, it was fine.
Okay.
And I'm more towards the like it fine side of it. Where I'm like,
I didn't hate it. I was
even
invested.
the things I didn't like didn't ruin the season for me.
Yeah.
I just think I'm surprised at how lazy they got with the writing and some of the plot holes that they just forgot about. One that really bugged me was in season 4, music is very important to the plot.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like a big reveal, right? Mm-hmm. In that season, that like music is something that can cut through the Henry Creel telepathy thing and bring people back. And that is very important. And then they just, in the next season, in season 5, just like pretend that actually all you really need is a connection to home.
Yeah, all you need is
a boyfriend.
All you need is a boyfriend. Somebody you love, grounding you. And actually that didn't matter at all. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then why did we spend all of that time on running up that hill?
Yeah.
Why did we spend all of that time on Nancy and Robin going to the insane asylum and talking to Victor Creel and figuring out that he was listening to the song and that's what saved him when his son attacked them?
Right.
Like, all of that was central to the plot, and now it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, they just never bring it up again. I did see something interesting. I don't know if it's completely confirmed, but there was something about how there was like a female writer that got let go for this season. I was like, that actually would make sense because there's some inconsistencies. There's some inconsistencies, and it lacks a woman's touch, I will say.
Yeah. Another plot hole I've seen is where were the Demogorgons in the final episode.
Funny videos about that where they're just like on vacation. They're just like, again, they're just not there. Because we're just hanging out in the Upside Down. Like, it doesn't have.
Yeah.
And where's like all the bats?
Yeah, the bats that kill Eddie in season 4. Where are they?
Not there.
No.
Yeah.
And I know like there's budget issues. I understand you can't have everything, but like it does seem like a massive plot hole to have just not written in any for the final battle sequence. They just aren't there.
Another complaint is they added a lot of characters this season, and like we're trying to wrap this thing up, and this is already honestly too big of a cast. Like, why are we adding in more characters for the last season? I even like some of them. I just don't think we had time for it.
Yeah, what did you guys think about Holly and like Derek and their plot lines? Because a lot of people hated
an
him.
Icon.
Yeah, I was gonna say Derek kind of saved it for me. That was another thing that I saw where people are like, oh, we hate the little kids. I thought the little kids were the best part of the season.
Yeah,
I thought they were funny. I thought they were interesting. I thought it was like fresh to see what Vecna was doing with them. It wasn't like I feel like for the past 3 seasons they've been fighting the same thing. They do this one thing where they fight the bad guy, which ends up just being the same thing at the end. Basically, they fight Vecna in different forms, and then they think they defeat him, and then Will gets the goosies to the back of his neck.
The goosies.
Yeah, and then decides to say nothing. By the way, does not phone a friend, does not see something, say something at all.
Yeah,
and then the next season they restart, and then they do that over and over again.
It's true.
And I was like, oh, the little kids are like fresh. They're new. I liked them.
Yeah, I didn't mind the kids. Holly, the actress, did really good, so I was fine with it. And like Holly's on a new character. Shit hasn't really mattered before, but at least like we were introducing someone completely new.
Yeah.
The new, I don't even know her name. Like the new like general lady.
Oh yeah.
Unnecessary. Dr. Papa, unnecessary.
Yeah, and they didn't. Yeah, I agree. She totally could have.
You could have picked someone like either just don't focus on that storyline so much, or like you introduced a captain last season.
Yeah.
Like
why did we have to introduce a new villain? There was already a villain introduced in season 4.
Yeah.
And he was scary. He was good. He was actually a great actor. I was scared every time he was on screen.
You spend too much time on Vicky only for her to not matter at all.
Yeah, they don't even bring her up at the end.
Vicky was completely irrelevant to the plot.
Yeah.
It wasn't even relevant to Robin's arc. It never mattered.
No. I also think I don't like the way that they used. I kind of get it because 11's kind of too powerful, where it's kind of an issue. Where like again, every season 11 just comes and like saves the day.
Yes.
Like you can't have her in the storyline too much, or you don't have a like conflict.
Right.
But she just kind of felt sidelined. And she's like one of the main characters.
Yeah, let's not even take into account the hate crime that was the actual outfits that they put her in.
Yeah, I don't know what Millie Bobby Brown did this season, but they
that
had
was
it out
insane.
For her.
I'm gonna put a photo up here. It was a sweatsuit, like 2-piece, but with a red crop top on top
and like red shorts on the bottom.
And red shorts on the bottom. And then I know what you're thinking. I'm sure that they'll give her something else. Nope. The only thing they give her after that, she has 2 looks. The second is a wetsuit.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
And if you told me, if I was the main character in a TV series and they said you have 2 outfits, one is a wetsuit, and you told me you're going to look better in the wetsuit, I would.
And
I
then
would
they
sue.
have her in like a slick back in the wetsuit.
Yeah.
And Millie Bobby Brown's very beautiful, so like
she's pulling
it off, but it was a feat. It was a task.
Yeah.
And rough for her.
How did we feel about Will having powers? Speaking of people with powers,
I thought that was awesome.
I also liked that.
I liked that.
I agree.
Because again, I feel like we need to give him something different than just the goosies on the back of his neck.
Yeah.
And I actually think that was one of the few things that I saw like, oh, I actually see the through line from season 1 to season 5 of like how we got here, where he's always been connected to this hive mind, and that's come up multiple times. And it actually does make sense that at a certain point he'd be able to tap into that the same way Vecna's able to. I was like, okay, yeah. I follow the logic here.
That's actually another plot hole though, is that they make a big deal about him being connected to everything, and then like it doesn't come back at all when they're fighting the mind flayer.
Yes. Like at the end, I was like, you guys are gonna. Well, I kept saying that. I'm like, somebody break Will's leg.
She did keep saying that.
She did keep saying that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, I'm not saying kill him, but like he's connected to it. Hurt him, it'll hurt them.
Well, and he was in pain at other moments in the season when they were fighting them, and then at the end, it just has no relevance.
That stuff does drive me insane.
It's very annoying to me.
Yeah.
It did take me out of it a couple times. The amount of work that Millie Bobby Brown has had done.
Yeah.
I have heard people say that.
The scene where she's like clearing the debris, and it's just her doing like Zoolander face, like her just like mocking the camera. Like she looks great, but like I will say it's giving. She has an iPhone face.
Yeah.
Like it's not really giving.
80s.
It's not giving 80s or 16.
No.
Like that was my actual issue with it. Is not like she looks beautiful. It's not. I don't have an issue with the work. It's just that I'm like, she looks like an adult woman. She does not. She no longer looks like a 16-year-old girl.
I'm surprised, like that. She didn't wait until after, but I guess that it took so long to film. She probably just got sick of it.
I guess. I will say she looks like an adult woman because she is an adult woman.
That's true, but like the other kids, they're able to dress them down.
Yeah.
Like Sadie Sink or
that's true.
The other kids, I feel like they could dress them down, and because of like, you know, she's got the lip filler, she's got the forehead that doesn't move. Like, I just feel like she looks very different than she did last season.
I would agree with that. And I feel like that opens up a bigger conversation of like why actors in general get Botox, because that is their job.
True.
Yeah. I do wonder about that because that
does
is
prevent you from
job.
emoting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, and I understand like for women, like a lot of their role is their looks. So I understand wanting to preserve that at a young age because that's going to get you future roles. And this is how she makes a living. But I just personally, I would have waited to do some of that until this had wrapped.
Yeah. No, and I think that's fair.
But I would like to preface that I really like Millie Bobby Brown as a person. She seems lovely.
Yeah, she does.
She likes to take care of her animals and hang out with her husband and her baby. And
I agree.
Good on her.
I do really like her.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of Callie? That was her name, right?
Yes.
The one that Hopper hates.
I am glad that they brought it back because If they didn't, it would have been a really weird choice to hyperfixate on her for a whole episode in season 2.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't care about her that much, but I'm glad it came back around.
Oh, that was the other plot hole. Was it's like, yeah, there's all these pregnant women in Hawkins. I guess they just blew up.
We killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Like,
Dead.
they never bring that back.
No, there's nothing about saving them.
No.
They just blow up the Upside Down, and I guess all the pregnant women.
Yeah. They said, screw those women.
Screw them kids.
Yes.
That bothered me less than other people because I thought it was implied in Callie's like flashback that they were already dying, that the experiments they had run were killing them, and like they weren't going to be able to be saved. But I do think it is kind of they just don't address it. They said, no, you don't get to know.
Literally, it doesn't really bother me that. Well, obviously, it bothers me that they died. I don't think that's the plot hole. I think it's the plot hole of like, yeah, we're just never gonna bring it up again.
Yeah, it's
like, well, we want to know.
You can't just like introduce this and then never bring it up again.
Yeah. I was really excited to see her character, and then she did nothing but walk around for the next 5 episodes and try and convince 11 to kill herself.
She did nothing but promote suicide.
She barely even uses her powers, and they're not even like in a cool way.
No. I'm like, what are you doing? I was so pro Hopper on that.
Yeah.
Why is she here?
When Hopper looks her dead in the eye, when at one point her and 11 are both like on the ground and he has to like save them.
Yeah.
Picks up 11, looks her dead in the eye, leaves her on the floor, leaves. No remorse.
No. He said
is a big man. Definitely could have carried them both.
He said not my problem.
Doesn't try.
No. Yeah, she doesn't annoy me as much as other people find her annoying. I think I understand like in the writing like her trauma and stuff and why she is the way she is. I do wish they had given her a little bit more of a likable arc since they were going to bring her back because
yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Or if she really served any purpose.
Yeah, she really doesn't serve any purpose other than to tell 11 that this is a never-ending cycle that can't be broken and the world's better off if she was dead.
Yeah, and I know what you guys are thinking if you haven't seen it. I doubt she says that. She without a doubt does.
Verbatim
many times. Many times.
Speaking of, what did you guys think of the final ending? Like,
yes,
because 11 is the main character, so like there's an epilogue after it, but the actual ending is 11's ending. What do you guys think?
Is there an epilogue?
Well, the epilogue is like what happens to all the other characters.
Oh,
so like that's like the wrap up is that.
Okay.
But the actual like ending to the show, at least in what I've seen online and thought is like her dying.
Yeah, I do think she died because for those of you who are listening and maybe don't, well, I'm sure you remember, but anyway, so basically at the end of the series, she decides to kill herself and close the Upside Down because Callie has convinced her that there is in fact no way for her to live because they'll keep coming after her to try to use her blood. Because in every show, it's blood. It's blood.
They're going to keep trying to create super powered children and they'll never stop and they'll kill her family. I know what you're thinking. Did she have to die to close the Upside Down? Like, was this like her using her powers to collapse it? No, she could have stepped out. There was actually a bomb that was destroying the Upside Down. She didn't need to be there, but she chooses to stay and die.
And kill herself in front of everyone that's ever loved her.
Yes. Her adoptive father, her boyfriend, her best friend, all of her other friends, the adults who have supervised her and cared for her, her sort of mother for a while.
Yeah, nope, just then. And then there is Mike, her boyfriend, comes up with this, like, basically it's a fan theory of like, oh, she didn't kill herself, guys. She's out. Oh, and the 3 waterfalls pissed me off because he talked about 3 waterfalls with her earlier in the show. And then in this little epilogue he creates where he's like, yeah, she's out on the coast of somewhere just walking around by the waterfalls. There's only 2 for some reason.
Yeah, that is weird.
Makes no sense.
I think that was like to imply it's a real place because that is a real place.
Oh, okay.
That's like on the coast of Ireland somewhere. And it's like, oh, this isn't a fantasy. This is real. Like she found a place, but it's not a fantasy. I personally also think she's dead.
Yeah.
The Duffer Brothers have basically said it's up to your interpretation.
Yeah, which I kind of like. I like that concept in shows, but there's just no way she lived.
Yeah, it kind of just bums me out because like she's had such a horrible life.
Yes.
And it would have been nice to see 11 get a happy ending, but whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like I get it, I guess. I'm not like mad at it, but it is a massive bummer.
I've seen 2 takes on it, and the one that's like negative is basically that like basically she is the most traumatized character in the series. She's gone through a lot of stuff and managed to like find community and friendship and family and actually know that mattered.
Yeah.
And actually her only value is in what she could do for other people.
Yeah.
So that's like the negative of it, where they're like, this is kind of insensitive. Mm-hmm. But the positive I've seen is that it's more like the hero's arc. Mm-hmm. Like this is like a very traditional hero's arc of like them coming to value a community and people outside of themselves and choosing to do the most heroic thing you can possibly do, which is sacrifice yourself for your friends and family.
Yeah, I see both.
What did you think of her final conversation with Hopper?
Oh yeah, where she was like, "You're not my dad."
Yeah, what a like.
I'm not Sarah. Okay.
Yeah, that was wild.
They have such a sweet relationship, and you can't tell in season 5.
No.
They spend the whole entire season kind of fighting,
Beefing.
For no reason.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, she's like, yeah, I'm not your daughter. I'm not your dead daughter.
Dead daughter.
Quit telling me what to do. Piss off. And she gives back the like bracelet the like hair tie that she wears through the whole show.
Yeah.
That represents her being his daughter. And then that's it. They don't have any other like
there's
real
no closure.
Like reconciling before she dies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, actually I did think that was very odd. I guess there would be two schools of thought on it too, which is that A, she actually didn't think that she was his daughter, or B, she knew what she was going to do and didn't want to make it worse. But either one sucks.
Yeah. I do think in that moment she is asking him to like trust her, and I don't think she's actually saying like I hate you. I think she's just saying like I need you to like trust me and like accept me for who I am, which matters less when you know you're going to die. Yeah. So, it's cool. I, however, think their relationship has always been horribly toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish it had been portrayed differently because I feel like the potential was there.
I like their relationship. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad one. Mm-hmm. But like in season 1, it ends with him giving her up to the government to save the other kids, and she is lost in the Upside Down. He then finds her and decides to raise her. And they spend all that time in the cabin. And those are probably their best months is when they're in the cabin. Yeah. But eventually that goes south.
They fight all the time.
They go south and they fight all the time.
Windows
yeah, because she wants to leave. Then season 3, she is legally his daughter at that point. But then they fight all the time about her dating Mike.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like period. And then we get to season 4 and she thinks he's dead. Yeah. So they actually don't interact until the final episode in season 4.
Yeah.
And then season 5, I'm like, this actually makes perfect sense because you guys have always like kind of fought.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish that they had resolved that in a better way though. Yeah. Because I do think they genuinely love each other and they both were doing their best. They just both didn't know how to communicate well.
I do think they loved each other until that last scene.
And then I really wasn't so sure.
And then she gave the bracelet back. So now I don't really know.
She said, no, thank you.
I do also think it's kind of a weird arc for Hopper that it's just like he doesn't get to save his kid again. Like it's realistic, but it's not very satisfying.
No, it's not.
And the show really isn't that realistic, you know?
I was like, I would have taken
a happy ending over a realistic
listing
ending.
Stuff that makes no sense. Yeah.
Like we really spend the entire like from season 1 like hyper fixating on like his daughter dying of cancer.
Yeah.
And like there's a good parallel in season 1 when he gets to save Will.
Right.
And like there's the whole thing where they're like cutting back and forth and it's a very similar scene. But then the overall arc is that it just happens again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
there's nothing he can do.
Couldn't do anything about it and he's back to square one.
Yeah. Which isn't satisfying. I will say he's like very at peace at the end of season 5. True. So maybe the like satisfying part is like he realizes it's out of his control,
and he's come to like accept that.
But he can move on.
But he was a little too at peace.
Maybe be a little more upset.
He was very at peace, honestly, and they so would because they love to just regurgitate the same plot lines. He's probably like keeping her at his house.
Honestly,
like she actually is alive. Yeah. She's not in Ireland. She's at his house.
She's in his basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have very mixed feelings about that ending.
I've seen a lot of people being like, all I care about is that Mike got an unhappy ending. Or like, all I care about is that Mike is just suffering in the epilogue and everyone else is happy.
We all know that I have an unrequited beef with Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, and you know what? His face really calls for it.
He's just so punchable.
I think that this was his best looking season yet. He just really just stands around and looks pretty the whole time. And pretty is a generous word, but like, Mike doesn't really contribute anything this season.
No. I think that was also a massive plot hole though, is because Mike was always like the ringleader, like the annoying one. He was the main character. You wanted to flick him in the ear like every episode, but he was always making moves. And now he's stuff. Like, he literally just stands there.
That was annoying. I've seen people say that him and Robin were both lobotomized. Do you guys agree with that?
Robin for sure.
She was so that's not like it's a bad thing, but like they made her so awkward in this season.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like she feels like a caricature of who she was in season 3 when they introduced her.
Yeah,
she did become a lot more like outlandish.
Mike, I just feel like was in the background. I don't feel like his character changed that much. He's just more like passive.
Yeah,
but Robin is like just really annoying and like completely can't communicate with others.
Yeah.
She does.
I still like her,
odd,
but it feels different.
Yeah, that does. I also thought there was just so many stressful moments, like that. It's such poor writing because literally every single person that watched the show felt the same way. Like when Holly and Max are about to jump through the portal.
Oh yeah.
And they just stand there and talk. Speaking of podcasts, by the way, it's like there were so many moments like that where I was like, you guys are not good directors.
That was so frustrating.
Because surely you would have known that people would have been upset with how long you guys talked next to the life-saving portal that Max missed out on the first time.
That was crazy.
One of the best scenes in the entire series, season 4, is when she's escaping from Vecna's mind. Yeah. And the whole point is she has to run.
Yeah.
The whole point is she has to run. We're having like basically a redo of that scene, and they stand there and have a chit chat for like 5 minutes.
And not kidding, by the way, 5 minutes at least.
Oh my
Like
word.
they talk and talk and talk.
Go.
And then Max does the most real thing ever, which is my boyfriend's here.
Yeah, she gets Holly all the way to the spot, and then she does a quick pivot to the left and is like, yeah, you have to stay here.
You have your own portal.
You weren't going to bring that up sooner.
Yeah,
She's like, my man's here.
Yeah.
My boy's been waiting for me, so.
Yeah, my man.
How did we feel about not that many characters dying?
I think we talked about that a little bit in the media tropes where people hyped up this season as like, oh, it's going to be dramatic, it's going to be crazy, and then nobody died.
They said the Duffer Brothers literally said it was going to be a dark Christmas.
Nothing happened on the Christmas episode.
Happened. Yeah.
No, nothing happened on the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Really, the only person is 11.
And they even leave it up to...
they soft launch that.
Yeah, they soft launch it. They're not even like for sure.
I think they played it safe. Yeah. And I will grant you that like with some series, they take big swings in the finale, and it's sometimes a huge miss. And the Duffer Brothers really took no swings. Mm-hmm. They played it very, very safe. And so, like, the finale is fine. Mm-hmm. I think it could have been better maybe if they had took some bigger swings and maybe killed some characters. But on the other hand, I'm like, well, at least it didn't horribly suck.
True.
That's true.
I think, hot take, I do like Karen, but I think Karen and Ted should have died. Is that, episode 2?
It's very early on.
They both get attacked by the Demogorgon, and like you think they're dead, and that
Why
was actually,
didn't we kill Ted?
That was like a crazy moment, and if they had actually died, I feel like that would have put some real like
stakes
and some just like weight.
Yeah,
like
no, I agree.
They should have died. Like their injuries are insane. Mm-hmm. Ted has never been relevant to the story at all. If you wanted an irrelevant character to kill, Ted was right there.
He was literally right there.
Karen would have had more emotional impact. I say kill them both.
Yeah. No, that would have made way more sense. Mm-hmm. I do feel like there were several moments in the season where it would have made way more sense to kill the characters, and they didn't, which is insane because they were like, it's going to be crazy, but we're not going to make any moves and no characters are going to die. And in fact, where it would make sense, we're going to make sure we resurrect them.
We're going to bring it back.
Yeah.
They said, and scene.
But set your calendars.
Did you guys have any stake in the whole Nancy, Jonathan, Nancy, Steve love triangle?
I always want her to be with Steve.
I also wanted her to be with Steve, but I'm not mad at how it ended up because at least she's not with Jonathan.
Yeah. Jonathan had no business being around a woman that beautiful. I'm sorry.
Did you guys always feel that way about him, or did you like ship them in the earlier seasons?
Season one, Steve is horrible. Mm-hmm. So season 1, I really shipped then. Right. Season 2, I think, is when they actually get together. Mm-hmm. So I was like rooting for it. Season 3 and on, I was like, I can't with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I liked them better when they weren't together.
Yeah.
But I actually did ship them.
Really?
I remember I was very big on the whole Nancy
Season
Jonathan.
1, yeah.
Season 1 and 2, I was like, the romantic tension was there. And I was very engaged in it. Season 3, they really lose the plot with those two.
Yeah, I agree.
After that, like, it just progressively gets worse where...
In season 4, they're like...
He's trying to, like, soft break up with her. Like, he's trying to basically just be a bad enough boyfriend that she'll break up with him.
Classic move, by the way. Employed by many.
Yeah.
But employed by many men also dating out of their league.
Sure.
But you don't mind that she ends up alone?
No, I feel like that's a very, like, 2026 thing to do. 2025, whatever. So I don't really mind it. It would have pissed me off if she ended up with Jonathan. That is pretty much the only scenario I would have been mad. I'm not mad.
Nancy should have ended up a Navy SEAL. That's
Yeah,
the
I
only
was
time
gonna
you
say.
see joy in her eyes when she's in combat.
When she's got a Glock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say one of my favorite things for the season was the walk 'em down Wheeler memes.
Yeah.
Where it's basically like anytime a Wheeler is near a Demogorgon and has a blunt object, they
will
are going
agree.
to town.
Yeah, yeah, I did like that.
And she has a gun, but like they
Nancy
will be
always, don't mess with the Wheeler.
Don't mess
all
with
the
the
memes
Wheeler.
that were like the Demogorgons when they get sent to the Wheeler house and they're like
actually I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to call in sick today.
yeah, which makes sense.
I do think one of my favorite scenes was in the epilogue when it's the four of them. It's Jonathan, Nancy, Steve, and Robin all sitting on the roof together. And they're all kind of like adults and talking about their adult lives. And I thought that was really sweet.
I did like that, except Jonathan was there. He said something stupid too, right?
He's doing the dumb film about cannibalism and capitalism.
Yeah, that's so Jonathan.
Very Jonathan.
Cord.
Yeah.
Let's rank all 5 of the seasons, unless there's something. Oh, actually, just to touch on something, by the way, where's Derek's family? They never brought that back.
Oh, yeah.
They kidnapped them, drugged them, make a big thing. Imagine them waking up not knowing
Drugged
where
in the
they
bar.
are.
Also, like, their kid's gone. Like, it just gives that, like, they kidnapped one of their children.
Yeah.
And Erica physically attacks the girl.
Yeah, Erica stabs the girl in the neck with a needle.
Jeez.
And they're just like, that's something we don't have to discuss now. We should have discussed
Like,
that.
he would be going to jail.
Yeah.
Also, they never bring up Murray in the epilogue.
Oh,
they just never address what happened to him.
I think he's at the graduation.
Is he?
But he's also such an irrelevant character at this point.
But like they kept him around since season 2.
Yeah.
He's been around.
Yeah. And he's also like, I was confused about that too in the beginning. Like, what supplies are you delivering? Where are you delivering them from? Yeah. Why? He's just a mailman.
He's just become a mailman.
That was weird.
Oh, and then Max being able to graduate high school when she's been in a coma for 2 years.
Yeah. Also, what happened? I've seen people saying that her mom died, but like she still was living with her mother in season 4.
Yeah. And I don't remember her mom dying.
I've seen people being like, "Oh, if you zoom in on the corner when the Upside Down is cracking open Hawkins, her house blew up."
Yeah,
I was like, I don't think that was really addressed. No, like, is her mom just dead? Like, is Max an orphan? We never see.
Never talk about it again.
She's alone in that hospital bed besides Lucas.
Yeah, truly.
For like 2 years.
Yeah. Which is crazy work.
Also, when did just giant steel plates cover up the upside
become
down?
the solution?
Yeah.
We didn't evacuate the city.
There's no, like, the steel plates are just like titanium, like nothing gets through them until they do.
Yeah,
until they do.
Until they do.
Yeah. It's as because like the end of season 4, they like pan out and like the whole city's on fire or whatever. Like it's like, oh, it's happening. It's the big thing. And then in season 5, they're like, oh, well, we just put a big piece of concrete on it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Actually,
I know it's
why
split in
did
4.
they set it up like that?
I don't
they
know.
end season 4 like this is a massive deal. Like the Upside Down is just gonna like merge with Hawkins.
It's like bleeding in.
Yes. Nope.
Metal Band-Aid. Done.
Yeah.
Actually,
little Band-Aid.
No. Metal Band-Aid.
There were so many things this season that I was like, you guys, I was really rooting for you.
You really can't think about it too hard, or it just is like,
no.
Have you guys heard about Conformity Gate?
Yes.
No, what is that?
I don't know what exactly they're talking about, but it's this theory that we're getting another episode.
Oh, I have heard about that.
We're not getting another episode.
No, of course not. But it's basically we're like, this was so bad. And if you like look at the end scene, like the way everybody's sitting and the glasses they have, like this is all Henry Creel's like vision. Like all of this is like him projecting it. And actually this is a fake ending. And we're getting another episode. and it was supposed to drop this Thursday, which of course it wasn't. It was never going to.
Yeah.
Guys, you just didn't like the finale.
Yeah,
You just
me
didn't
when
like
I
it.
lie and I just didn't like it. Which is so real, by the way. They should have given us another episode.
Yeah. But I will say, I'm like, y'all don't know what a bad day is.
Yeah.
Like that meme where I'm like, you weren't around for the 100 finale.
Yeah.
You weren't around to watch them butcher that
True.
show through the last season.
Yeah, we've had
to the
some
point where you were so
horrible
grateful it
endings.
ended.
It's been worse.
Or Heroes, or like there's so many TV shows that have much worse finales.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna do my ranking first, and then we should go get the whiteboards for Twivia. Season 1, I don't think anyone can argue, is just the best season.
Leaps and bounds.
Yeah, and honestly, I like that they kept Joe Keery, but it should have been a miniseries because that would have been an amazing miniseries.
That would be in like top 5 TV shows if you had
It's
just
so
done the
good.
first season.
It
And
was
it's
perfect.
genuinely scary because we
Yes.
haven't revealed everything.
Yes.
Because we haven't set up vacation homes in the Upside Down.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
there's
we haven't rented out our
mystery still.
timeshares yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go season 2. I just go through 3 and 4, and then I'm gonna hit 3.
And then maybe 4, then maybe 5.
Yeah. No, season 1, 2. Then I'm gonna go 4. Then I'm gonna go 5. Then I'm gonna go 3.
Okay. So 1,
1 I like the best. Then I like season 2. Then I like season 4.
4.
Then I like season 5, and season 3 I like
3 at the bottom.
least.
I think that's my same. But like
Mine is different.
5 was
Interesting.
so mid for me that sometimes I think about putting it below 3, which is a
I wouldn't really blame
crazy
you.
insult because 3, I don't know, 3 is Billy though. What's yours, Taylor?
I do completely agree that 1 is the best season, like objectively, like writing wise. It's so tight. It's so well done.
Is she
All of the
gonna
kids are great.
Dethrone 1.
I personally enjoy
Taylor.
2 more.
Oh, well, I like 2, but it's
Yeah.
just the wrong answer. But I do really like 2.
2, like, I actually found out there's actually a huge population of people who hate season 2.
That's crazy.
They think it's the worst season, and I think that's
That's
crazy.
not true.
Yeah.
It's objectively not true.
Like,
Yeah.
I agree, the writing is not as tight as 1, but I love a lot of things about it. I love Nancy and Jonathan and their arc. I really like Hopper and Eleven and their like found family arc.
I like that Steve becomes a dad.
I really love Steve's like babysitting dad
Yeah.
arc.
That's when we get Billy and Max.
I love the introduction of Billy and Max.
the aesthetic is good.
Yeah.
The aesthetic's great. Like for me, that is the most watchable, like enjoyable season. So that's my number 1.
That's right. I don't think anyone can say that season 2 sucks until you remember Erica crawling through the air vents in season 3 for the Russian like the propaganda.
Season 3 takes such a crazy nosedive into just
Yeah.
completely unbelievable, insane territory, and we
Yeah.
never
It's
recover.
It's the
when
beginning
they-
of the end.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, that's the other thing. The Russians play a big part in 3 and 4 randomly.
Yeah.
Don't matter at all in 5.
They never bring them up.
Like, because I
No.
don't think the military that we're fighting in 5 is the Russians.
No, it's the
No.
U.S. military.
It's Dr. Papa.
It's Dr. Papa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can cut this out because we're not doing plot holes anymore. But I do just want to add how if the Upside Down started at the lab in Hawkins, how do the Russians have a portal?
Yeah. Yeah.
How
But
are they breaking
anyways,
in?
back to I know we're wrapping this up. I just had to say
No,
that.
No, it's a very valid
It's a
question.
very valid question.
Okay, so number 2, season 2 is my number 1. Then it would be season 1 because I think season 1 is almost a perfect show. It's
Yeah.
really, really good.
No, it's a great show.
And then I would do season 4.
Okay.
I think season 4 has some plot holes and some issues, but overall it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love Joseph Quinn as Eddie.
I really liked Eddie.
I
Yeah.
really liked Eddie. I really like Chrissy. I loved the addition of Vecna, where that was like the first time they introduced that, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is different. This is
Yeah.
not just like the Mind Flayer and stuff. This is something new and interesting. I really like the Max like arc and running up that hill. That is probably my favorite sequence in the whole show.
Yeah.
I think it's great. And then we go season 3. I think season 3 has a lot of problems. I don't think it's a great season, but having rewatched it recently, there are some good moments in there.
I agree.
Like the Scoops troop was funny.
Also
Steven,
the sauna moment.
it's the first time they introduce Robin, and I actually really like Robin as a character. Billy as the villain is great. The sauna moment is great. Max and Eleven's evolution into friendship is really good.
I do like that.
Seeing 11 actually like have a female friend and like develop a personality outside of Mike.
I agree.
Love it. You know, is the Russian stuff unbelievably boring? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I agree. I like everything in that except for the weird Russian plotline.
Yeah. And then season 5 for me is at the bottom.
Yeah. It just was so confusing.
Yeah.
And you had to suspend your disbelief for the entire time you watch it.
Exactly. Like there are some highs. There's some moments I really liked, and overall, like I still enjoyed it. But compared to the other seasons, I just think it's a significant drop in quality.
I agree. Now we'll be entering the Little Miss trivia segment. Taylor's prepared some specific Stranger Things questions.
We'll just do a kind of rapid fire on these. First question. Some of these are easy. Some of these are hard. I think you guys will probably get most of them. On what day does Will Byers vanish from Hawkins, Indiana?
This is kind of a trick question. There's 2.
I didn't even know that.
There's 2.
There's technically 2, and I don't remember the month. I only remember the day.
I don't need a year. Month and day will do.
I don't think I got it right. I remember there was a big controversy though because they gave 2 different dates.
See, they give 2 dates for his birthday.
Oh, it's his birthday.
It's his birthday because they say like, oh, you disappeared on your birthday, but then they later say a different date for his birthday, and so they go back and I think they changed that.
All right, I don't think this is correct, but I do have my answer.
Okay,
ready?
And show the camera.
September 21st.
I said November 6th. I also don't know the answer, but I know the first season takes place around Christmas.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out which holiday. I guess it would have been Christmas. But for some reason, I kept thinking Halloween.
The second one is more Halloween. You're correct, though, Lauren. It is November 6th, 1983.
Wow.
Let's go.
Lauren,
that was really good. That was really good.
Dang. 1 point for Lauren.
From what classic book does Dustin get the name for his upside-down pet? The demodog he keeps.
I know the name.
I barely remember the name.
It's Dartarian or Dart.
Oh, yeah.
But what's the book? Is it
It's a
book
classic.
or is it a comic?
It's a book. It's a classics book.
It's a book. I truly have no idea.
Do you put Muppet Treasure Island?
Honestly.
and we're like, Treasure Island? No.
Do you want me to tell you?
Muppet Treasure.
No, we're gonna put
We have
an
to
answer
guess.
down. That was ridiculous.
I'm
Taylor.
going to put something that I know is wrong, but
Yeah.
It's a classic, so put down a classic.
All right, I have my answer.
me too.
Moby Dick.
I said Lord of the Rings.
Those are actually both good guesses. It is, in fact, the Three Musketeers.
Oh.
Never would have gotten that in a million years.
I think I did
D'Artagnan
know that.
From
Yeah.
what is the record Hopper puts on when he and Eleven first clean up the cabin in season 2?
I don't know any of these.
Also a good question. I can picture him doing his little dad shimmy to it. I don't know what what's like 80s music? I'm going to put something that I know 1,000% is wrong, but I know it came out in the 80s, so that way I don't look completely stupid.
Okay.
Ah.
So far, you guys aren't doing great.
I have one.
I actually think I should have picked easier questions. Like, these are all kind of a little random, but I was worried, like, if it was too easy, you guys would get it
these
too
are good.
quickly.
These are good questions. I just don't know the show.
Okay.
All right. Mine was Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Oh, it's a good one.
Oh, I put the artist. I put Kate Bush, which I know is incorrect, but does come up in the show.
No, those are good guesses. It's Don't Mess Around with Jim.
God, I did know that too.
Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim.
I'm glad that you have that. I'm glad that you have that for
I wish
you.
that I had a song like that.
Because it's his name, too.
That's
Jim Hall.
sick.
It's really funny.
If I had a song could play that was like, screw you guys, Riley.
It'd be good stuff.
What brand of hairspray does Steve use to get his perfect hair?
I know this one.
I don't even know this.
I'm not spelling it correctly.
Do you remember how many puffs?
Yeah.
I put Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. And
That was good.
And I put 3 puffs.
That was good. It's 4, but that was technically a bonus, so it's fine.
At least I got good. 1, guys. You're still ahead of me, but whew.
That was good. Speaking of characters who just are never addressed in season 5, what song does Susie make Dustin sing before she'll give him Planck's constant?
I do know this one.
Before she'll give him what?
The mathematical equation they need.
I don't remember this.
It's Planck's constant.
Yeah, no idea. I'm just gonna put down freaking.
Just put Kate Bush.
Yeah, honestly,
putting Kate Bush no matter what it is.
There's a lot of music.
Never-ending story.
It's never-ending story.
It's a never-ending story.
Lauren's eating me up.
Not really. I have 3.
That's true.
I didn't realize though that they actually never bring Susie up in season 5.
Yeah,
at all.
I don't care. Didn't care about her in season 3.
I mean, that's fair.
Fair.
But she is in season 4. Do you remember they go and they like stop by her house in Utah?
Yeah.
To like get her to hack into that computer or something.
Her Mormon house. Yeah.
Anyway, this is another song one. Okay. Unfortunately,
I've gotten really good at them.
Yeah. What song does Eddie play to lure the bats in the Upside Down?
I have no idea. Like, I can't even think of an 80s heavy metal band. I don't know.
It's a band that Amber's brother used to listen to.
Well, now I'm erasing David. Actually, no, I'm keeping my answer is David Bowie.
I just put Metallica.
It's Metallica.
How are you so good at this?
I didn't do the song, though. So do I get it?
You get half a point. Okay. The song is Master of Puppets.
You're at 3.5, and I'm at a solid 1.
That's okay. You're on the board.
Mm-hmm. I am on the board, period.
What is 11's birth name?
Do you need the full name?
The full name for the full point, but you get half a point if you get any of it.
I don't know the last name. I know Jane.
Jane, yeah.
It's Jane. Jane Ives.
Oh.
Which musical is being promoted at Hawkins High in Henry's memory? This is a season 5 question.
It's on a little pamphlet.
Oh, and speaking of plot, like, I know we've already...
Issues.
I shouldn't have to see a specific Broadway play to know half of what's going on.
That's true.
And like, I understand adding to the story as like a prequel. I shouldn't have to know what's going on. It should be more information.
It should be like stuff that's Easter eggs for the fans that does add to it, but I don't need the information or the context to understand what's happening.
If you weren't in New York from these dates, you can go kill yourself. Yeah.
So yeah, in Henry's memory, like when Max is running around in there, they're promoting a play at the high school. And apparently, Joyce and Jim and all of them knew him. So
yeah, they also just never talk about that. Me, when I write a prequel well after the show comes out. All right, I put Rise of Dawn.
I put Oklahoma.
It's Oklahoma.
Are you kidding?
Oklahoma?
It's Oklahoma.
Lord,
it's actually Oklahoma.
It's Oklahoma, yeah.
How are you so good at this?
I pulled that from...
I'm like, no more trivia.
I'm done.
I pulled that from Cassie being like, it looks like Oklahoma. And that like one Euphoria clip that was trending like 4 years ago.
That's
because that was the only like play I could come up with.
What was the Stranger Things series originally going to be called?
Oh, I know this.
I almost didn't remember. Montauk.
Yeah,
Montauk. Correct.
Oh, thank God.
Let's go.
Now I'm at 2.5 and you at 6. Well, if you guys like this episode, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends. I'd love to see that. Help me quit my job, please, for the love of God.
Maybe
she's begging.
Help us out.
I'm begging, yeah. But thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.